Hello gorgeous friends, welcome back to this channel and today's video. I've got Georgia here with me today and I just wanted to sit down and have a little chat with you. These little kind of workshop mindset like sessions are things that I do in my Fear Fighters free Facebook community, so if you're not a member of that, you should definitely check it out and join. It's also something that we focus on through Camp Kundalini. Something has just been like on my mind and on my heart. Well, there's a lot that's been on my mind and on my heart, but something that is coming up for me is this idea of personal growth and transformation. And right now there is so much systemic racism, social injustice, oppression of BIPOC, and we are fighting and standing up for equality and justice and civil rights and civil liberty for all. And anything less than that is completely unacceptable. And I am having a lot of conversations, friends, with family members. Tim and I are having a lot of conversations, I mentioned in my last video, about how we're going to talk about this long term, what we're going to do, how we're going to contribute our time, our energy, our money, our focus, our conversations. What can we do day to day to continue to stand up for this, to not be silent for it, and to live as anti-racist for the rest of our lives. And so naturally that requires change, right? And whether you're aware of your white privilege and the history of this of white supremacy and all of it, and I'm doing my part and doing my work on it, whether you're aware of it or not, as white people, we need to learn, we need to listen, we need to grow. And today I just wanted to say that this change isn't about just black people standing up. It's not about just white people standing up. It's about everybody standing up and saying this is not right and this is not okay and we will not stand for this anymore. We stand for change. We stand for something else. And to do that, we have to do the work, the inner work of getting to know our own white privilege, how that's played a role in our life, so that we can better understand what BIPOC has gone through, so that we can better stand for them and stand for change, or with them, sorry, not for them, with them, so that we can better stand with them for change and for equality. And there are some conversations in my life where I feel a resistance to transform and a resistance to change. And my message today is just pretty simple. It is truly the point of being here and the point of life is to grow at a soul level. We incarnate here to have this human experience so that we can become better, so that we can grow in consciousness, so that we can become more aware of ourselves, of the world, of the people around us. And when we grow, we change, right? And when we want to change, we have to grow. Now is not a time to turn on the news and to see what's happening and then to sit back and do the same thing and forget about it. Now is a time to look at what's happening and say, we have to make this change, and this change starts with me. It doesn't start with your friends or your family members, it starts with you. I have always said the quote, it takes one person to change the world, and that person is you. And that's something that I have been telling myself for so long. I don't know if I made it up. I just started saying it one day to myself, and I have a little one tattooed on my wrist as a reminder of that. Every time I see it, that's a reminder that if I cannot be the change cannot happen. And it's not because I control the change or I rule the change. It's because the change starts with us. It doesn't start with millions of dollars and millions of people. It starts with individuals. And when we can look at ourselves and say, this is how we need to change so that we can help change the world, that's how the world changes. It's a domino effect. It's not this big collective decision. It's an individual decision. You have to show up right now for yourself and for what you believe in. And if you can't show up for that, we won't show up for change. Change won't show up for us. We have to take ownership and do our part to make the change happen. You have to be the change you want to see in the world. That is something that has been said for centuries. I don't even know who said it first, but it has been said over and over and over again. Be the change that you want to see in the world. And so this is just a little reminder that you truly have to be that. Change cannot happen without us changing individually. We change collectively because so many of us change individually. Be a part of that change, please. Please stand up for what you believe in. Be a part of that change. Be a part of the change, making all lives equal. Equal. We are all members of the human race. Nobody is different. Nobody. We are all the same. We are all brothers and sisters. We are all love-filled beings. Please do your part. Listen, learn, educate yourself, meditate, do the inner work. Be with yourself, even the hard parts of yourself that you may not want to acknowledge or see. See those parts, bring them up to the light, heal them, let them go. Kundalini is a great way to do that. It helps us to dig deep into the truest version of ourselves and then amplify that. That is being the change. I sit down and I do this practice every day, not just for selfish reasons to combat my anxiety and set my intentions for the day. I do this so that I can continue on in life with an open mind and an open heart, so that I can see you as me, which helps me cultivate more patience, more understanding, more compassion, more empathy, more openness. We need open-minded and open-hearted people to make this change. So I encourage you, I ask you, I invite you to please be that change today. Do what you can today. One small thing, 1 minute of a meditation, $1 of a donation, 1 minute of a podcast. If you can do more, but just start small. I love you. Thank you for listening to this. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, as my husband would say. Have a beautiful day. I love you guys. May the long-time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May you find peace in your practice. May you carry peace in your life. Satnam.